I got to use telephone pad job. You wait here. Keep careful watch. Allow nothing to escape your notice. Hello? Is this DOD Autobahn operator? Okay. I'd like you to patch me right away to an overseas number. Who's kidding? Let's go. I'm busy man. Revolution 17, 19, 18. Right. I hold on. Hello, darling. This is Popoff. What do you mean, Popoff who? Popoff the spy. Never mind. Just let me talk to the boss. Right. Oh, boy. Hello, Sergey? Big news I've got. Yes, I know we've been having a little trouble, but listen, we are not defeated yet. I think I know a way to get into the room at AMC, right where the information is kept. What information? The information about the Army Materiel Command Cost Reduction Program. You were expecting maybe a picture with no message? Okay, bad job. Stop here. I said stop now!
Loose.
Aha!
And, of course, the subject of cost reduction is especially important to AMC. Where was I?
Is especially important to AMC.
Since AMC is itself a large-scale cost reduction project, a consolidation of functions designed to provide greater efficiency and economy.
Oh, you're so intelligent, Mr. Economy.
Good of you to notice, my dear. The fact is, the Army's cost reduction program has 3 important factors working for it now that we've never had before.
What 3 things, Mr. Economy?
Well said, dear girl. First, definite savings goal. Second, a system for reporting the savings made. And third, an independent agency to verify achievement. Takes the guesswork out of it, you see. Makes the whole thing practical. Have you got all that?
I've got everything, Mr. Economy.
Yes. Well, just sign it. Sean E. Economy, troubleshooter, Army Materiel Command. By the way, my dear, what was your name again?
Plenty. Miss Pulchritude Plenty.
Ah, yes.
I've been your secretary now for 5 years.
Always did have trouble remembering names. Come along, dear girl. I'll see you home.
Aha, bad job. The office is empty. Now, let's get to work. Oops. Now we see. Oha! This must be the place. Spy work can be a sticky business.
Oh, it's a lovely night, Mr. Economy. What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Excuse me for a moment, my dear.
Economy! He sure gets around. What am I laughing at? seat, you big boob! Lower the seat!
That is that.
Hello? 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 That's right, Sergei. An accident. Unavoidable, but not to worry. Do not fret, Sergei. We will take care of this Sean economy. I'm thinking every minute. Look, would you let me get a word in crossways? Listen, I'm sorry I had so little progress to report in my last progress report. But these AMC people don't cooperate, Sergei. Let me give you a couple of examples, just to show you what kind of thing I'm up against. Only last week, for instance.
Yes?
Good morning, sir. I'm here about your requirements for repair kit elements on the Sergeant missile system. I guess you'll be wanting the same as you got last year?
Well, I don't know about that. You see,
Well, I know you aren't going to shortchange our missile boys on what they need to keep them ready for action.
quite true. But you see, we've figured out that we don't have to stock complete subunits as repair items.
Surely you're not serious, sir.
I am indeed. We've compared similar items, and historical demand shows we needn't replace whole subunits. We simply replace minor parts which go bad.
You mean...
I mean that this year we can do without 185 items we had on the shelves as repair parts last year.
But that means...
It means we can save more than $1.5 million in this area alone.
But what about emergencies? I'll tell you what it boils down to. Do you want to be safe or sorry? I mean this cost reduction stuff you got on the walls. That's all just talk, paper savings, eyewash. You don't want to get caught short just because of a couple of models, do you? I mean, you've got to be prepared.
I am, my good fellow. I am.
Hey!
How does that grab you? Just as I deduced. Pop off.
But, how did you know?
It's my business to know.
Sean Economy. Foiled again.
How right you are. And now, before you leave us, let me remind you of an old Agravanian proverb. If at first you don't succeed, give up. Cheerio!
You see what I mean, Sergei? And it's not only this guy Economy. Everybody at AMC is getting into the act. Like take, for example, the woodpecker caper. Go get them, birdies! This will destroy their precious communication. I tell you, Sergei, it was such a good beginning, and it should have gone on forever, but I went back in a few months to check progress, and we had trouble. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
Well, I tell you, friend, them peckerwoods have been giving these here poles the dickens. What I mean is, it's a scandal the way they...
But what is it you're putting on the poles?
Why, some fella come up with the idea of just wrapping the top 20 feet or so with this hardware cloth. And bingo! No more trouble from them red-headed rascals. It works fine.
But the woodpeckers, they have to live, too. And they are so colorful, so graceful.
So expensive. I tell you, losing 50 poles a year, it was costing us $4,800 a year to feed them colorful birds.
But they sing so pretty.
Yeah, but since it takes $95 to replace a pole and only $13 to put this mesh on one, why, we'll save $4,100 a year. How about that?
But what about the poor birds? Look! You see what happens to the poor birds?
So let them get their own poles. See you later here.
You see what I mean, Sergei? I keep running into this all the time. People keep thinking of ways to reduce costs. It's disgusting. I could give you a million examples, but one more I got to tell you about, the mailroom caper. Now, here is a case where I had things set just right. 12 separate desks with 12 guys all handling mail individually, duplicating effort, crossing each other up, building up a backlog every day. It was beautiful, Sergei, beautiful. A sight to bring tears of joy. But then, some wise guy had to start thinking. I tell you, Sergei, this kind of person is our big problem. The worker tells the supervisor, this dope also buys the idea, and between the two of them, the next thing you know, the work is set up like an assembly line. Now, it takes only 9 people to handle the job, with no backlog building up and a yearly savings of nearly $15,000. Then I made my move. But fellows, think how nice and bureaucratic it was before. Don't you miss having a table on your own? Okay, so it's cheaper and faster this way. I tell you, money isn't everything. I tell you, Sergei, some days you can't waste a nickel. Yeah, okay, I'll be in touch. Bye. Bad job, let's go. On the double, boy, roll it. We got plans to make. We got to put the skids under this Sean economy. This cost reduction thing is no longer a laughing matter. The USA is getting better defense posture for less money. It's got to stop. In AMC alone, they're saving nearly $750 million a year. That's not peanuts. No, you idiot, I don't have any peanuts. I said $750 million a year is not peanuts. And every good idea that comes up in cost reduction, this economy fellow spreads it all over the command. This cost reduction is a way of thinking, and it can be contagious. We've got to do something. That job, this fellow economy must go. He is itching in my hair. Phooey. Now, here's what we are going to do.
A further note, Miss Plenty, there are a great many more savings being made than are being reported. We must look into encouraging our people to report. Also, some savings are reportable, but people don't know it. The local cost reduction officer at their installation can assist them in this. Please make a note to get this sort of information into channels for distribution. A paragraph. Miss Plenty, I think I got a rise out of the enemy. Over and out.
Goodbye forever, Mr. Troubleshooter. You have shot your last trouble. Believe me, you've been slippery herring in the past, but this is the end. When that rope burns through, the cage will drop into the burning oil below. Even if you could get out, which you cannot, the pit is surrounded by hungry king cobras, especially chosen for their bad disposition. So, this is the end of our trouble from you and your cost reduction ideas, Mr. Economy. We bid you goodbye.
They're sure making it hot for me. Well, now, we don't have to show you every little detail, do we? It would make the film too long. Cost reduction, you know.
Mr. Economy, that gentleman is here to see you.
Fine. Thank you, Miss Plenty. Send him right in.
Mr. Economy of AMC,
Mr. Nutley.
of the Nutley-Hinckley Report. Mr. Economy, we understand you are actually working to reduce costs. This is something the taxpayers would certainly be interested in hearing.
Mr. Nutley, this program is saving the taxpayers millions of dollars, and we'd like them to know about it. But my boss can tell you about it much better than I. Mr. Berg, I'd like you to meet Mr. Nutley.
How do you do, Mr. Nutley? I've been looking forward to meeting you. Won't you have a seat?
Thank you, Mr. Berg. I appreciate this opportunity. Mr. Berg, I know that over the years, the department has conducted numerous economy drives. None of them seems to have been as successful as the cost reduction program. Why is that?
I think you can attribute this to several unique features of the program. First, the support, the continuous and enthusiastic support which the program has received from the President, the Secretary of Defense, and the Commanding General of the Army Materiel Command. Each of these men is truly dedicated to achieving economy in government. We're also proud of the support which AMC managers and their personnel have given to the program. As a result, we have been able to exceed our goals each year since the program was established. The assignment of dollar savings goals in the various areas of the program and measuring achievement against these goals have given the program the kind of discipline which was not present in previous economy programs you mentioned. Mr. Nutley, I agree with the President when he says that if we put our minds to it, there is hardly anything that we do that couldn't be improved and done more economically. Another unique aspect of the program is the requirement for all claimed savings to be validated by an independent audit agency. This assures us that all claimed savings are real, are tangible, and valid. Finally, we have placed great emphasis on giving recognition to people with cost reduction ideas and to people who administer the program. This has helped considerably to sustain program interest. We sincerely want people to seek more efficient and inexpensive ways of doing their work. This is necessary because it helps the taxpayer as well as our troops in the field.
This is very enlightening. Let me ask you another question. When you've identified and validated the savings, just what do you do with them?
Well, if a cost-cutting idea releases funds which we have received, we may use the savings to finance unforeseen increased costs of current projects, or to finance other approved but unfinanced programs. This has the effect of reducing our requirements for funds to be asked for in supplemental appropriations or in a forthcoming budget. We believe that the taxpayer benefits from this.
Thank you, Mr. Berg. This has been very impressive. A story that needs to be told.
Mr. Nutley, cost reduction is a never-ending story. That is the message we wish to emphasize.
Miss Plenty, I'll be out for the rest of the afternoon. There is a gentleman I must see.
Oh, but I'll see you tonight, won't I?
I'll try to make it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Quite all right. One does what one can.
Hello, operator. Let me have that overseas number again. And hurry it up, okay. Hello? Oh, hello, Sergey? Look, what I called you about is this. You'll have to find yourself a new boy to work this territory. Huh? Because I am understaffed. That job is no longer on the payroll. Why? Because, Sergei, that job couldn't even do a good job. So, like quick, I fired him. In fact, boss, I may need a little rest myself. Permanent retirement, even. No, I was thinking of maybe South America. I've had enough of those freezing winters already. What's that, Sergei? Defector is a harsh word. But I'm telling you, Sergei, you just can't beat these cost reduction people. Goodbye, Sergei! Mr. Economy, that business with the cage, it was just a joke, you know. Rubber snakes. That's all, just for laughs, yeah?
Popoff, I will permit you to go, but do not return. For you, I have developed a long memory and a short fuse.
Mr. Economy, one last word.
Yes?
Arrivederci, adios, abiento, aloha, and Zansky.
He didn't even say goodbye. The success has been substantial, it's true. But complacency is the one thing we'll never be able to afford. Much remains to be done, and cost reduction continues to offer its challenges and opportunities.
Oh, Sean, you're so splendid.
Receptive girl. Miss Plenty and I will be leaving now, sir.
Very good, Sean. You rascal. I see where you've carried cost reduction to the point where you have only one chair in your office. Seriously, folks, I hope all of you have enjoyed our rather unique cost reduction film. I'm sure that you received the message. I would also like to express my appreciation to all of you who've done such a magnificent job during the past year. Your efforts at getting a dollar's value for every dollar spent were most gratifying. Your efforts indicate to me that Army Materiel Command employees recognize two basic responsibilities. First, to accomplish our mission, and second, to accomplish that mission in the most economical fashion. Our record to date in meeting these responsibilities is one of which we can all be proud. And as we look to the future, we must remember that the drive for efficiency and economy in the Army does not cease when a war or an emergency arises. Of course, during emergency periods, the pressure to get supplies and equipment to our troops on time and in the quantities needed is of paramount importance. But it is also true that during emergency periods, we must redouble our efforts to find more efficient and effective ways to accomplish our tasks. Today, our responsibility for the wise management of the resources entrusted to us has never been more demanding. That is why we are placing increased emphasis not only on the cost reduction program, but on such related programs as zero defects, value engineering, work measurement, and the familiar suggestion program. These programs afford exceptional opportunities and channels for expressing creative ideas. Therefore, I urge you to give these programs your continuing support as a matter of patriotic duty. Our cost reduction program is now a way of life, and it is everybody's business. Make it yours.